I'm starting to get a lot of questions about the Pro Bike kit. That kit that I went to model a couple of weeks ago. This kit. And people have been asking me, when do the jerseys go live? Can we get the jerseys? And the answer is now, today. The jerseys have just gone on sale. So if you want to get one of those cool looking jerseys, click the link in the description to check them all out. And if you do want one, PBK hooked us up with a discount code of 15%. So all you have to do, use code CLOTHINGCAM at checkout to get 15% off any of the Pro Bike kit clothing. Alright, late start to training today. Earlier on it was pouring down, it's real horrible weather. So I decided to leave it for a little bit and it paid off because it stopped raining and it's now actually quite a nice day. Today I'm doing another couple of hours nice and easy, and I've recently been made aware that in Southport there's a couple of cycling cafes. Like I had no idea they were there. So Southport's about 20 miles away from me, so I decided whilst I've got another easy day I would head over to Southport and go to one of the cafes called Switchback Cafe and see what it's all about. Tank, road, tank. What the hell was that? Should have brought a rain jacket. Time to ride home, back in the rain. I've got an interesting story to share with you about that cafe there, but I don't want to get the camera wet and I don't want to break it, so I'll explain the story about that cafe, or the story behind that cafe, when I get home. Switchback Cycling Cafe. So this cycling cafe is owned by a guy called Dave, and unfortunately Dave wasn't in the cafe today, because if he was I would have loved to have had a chat with him, but he wasn't there. So pretty much the story was, last year you saw the chopper bike hung up onto the roof of the cafe, and last year the owner Dave actually rode the Tour de France route on that said chopper. Just take a minute to say that to yourself. He rode the Tour de France route, the 2016 Tour de France route, on a rally chopper. And it's weird because I remember seeing this guy, I do hill repeats on a hill called Stony Lane, which isn't that far from me, and I remember doing my own hill repeats, and he was also doing hill repeats on this chopper, and I was thinking, oh, hold on a minute, what's this guy's story? Why is he doing hill repeats on a rally chopper? Anyway, it turns out he was training to ride the Tour de France route. I think he did it like a few weeks before or a few weeks after, I'm not too sure. It was around the time of the Tour de France anyway. I believe he did it for charity, and then when he finished it, he came back and he set up this cycling cafe. I just wish he was there because there are so many questions I could ask him. Why a rally chopper? How hard was it? I'm guessing it was pretty hard. But yeah, it's quite a cool little cafe. All the different tables, instead of having table numbers, they had table names. So some of the names were from famous climbs like Alpe d'Huez, others were local climbs like Hunter's Hill. It was a cool little place, good coffee, good food. I'm probably gonna go back. Jump in. No, what are you doing? What are you? Me and Lexi are taking a ride out into Chorley. I'm gonna head up to Tesco because the other day I said that I wanted to start making my own green smoothies as opposed to buying them because they're expensive, they're full of unnatural stuff. I want to start making my own and I want to be good at making my own. So I'm now heading into Tesco to go and pick up some ingredients. I'm not entirely sure what ingredients I need, so I'm having a look at a couple of different green juices and seeing what's in it. There seems to be kiwi and lime in a lot of them, but wheatgrass, what the hell's wheatgrass? I think we'll just start with kiwi and lime and not worry too much about the wheatgrass, whatever wheatgrass is. Picked up all the ingredients that I need, or hopefully picked up all the ingredients that I need. A few people in the comments were saying that I need pure orange juice. I've already got some of that at home, so I didn't need to get any. I can't find my car keys and the weather is horrible. Got it. Do I look like an Eskimo? I think I look like an Eskimo. Everyone's probably thinking, Cameron, why don't you just look at a recipe? And I could look at a recipe, but looking at a recipe takes the fun away from it. It's all about trial and error. Okay, not too sure what we're doing here. I'm just going to cut these up, and I think one of everything. Spinach. You should always wash spinach before you use it. Alright, handful of spinach in there. A little bit of kale. One banana. And finally, to give it a little bit of taste, we're going to put in some lime juice. I just want to point out again, this is completely off the cut ingredients. I have no idea how this is going to taste. Ooh, what about a few grapes? It smells pretty nice. But how does it taste? That's pretty good actually. That's pretty good. So what have we got in there? Banana, kale, spinach, kiwi, lime, and orange juice. And I'm not just saying this, that tastes pretty decent. I think the lime gives it the most taste. Without the lime, it probably wouldn't be very nice. But I'm pretty happy with that. A question I often get asked is, Cameron, can you do a tour of your bike shed? We want to see all the bikes that you own. So I'm going to do a very, very quick, brief overview of the bikes I own. So here in the corner, this is my Form winter bike. It's currently not got any cranks on it. Well, because I'm not using it at this time of the year. We're not in the winter anymore. Although on days like today, it feels like it. So that is that. Next up is my mountain bike, which if you remember from the vlog, I still need to get some new cranks for that. Remember we broke them in the vlog? Yeah, you remember that. And then the bike you probably see me on the most, other than my race bike, is this the trusty blue Tifosi shop bike. This was like my first ever winter bike when I started cycling about 3 or 4 years ago. 4 years ago. This was my first winter bike. It's way too small for me now, it's like a 54cm frame, but I just keep it anyway because it's a great little bike to nip to the shop, to nip to the cafe on. It saves me having to take my expensive race bike out. And then this is my sister's new track bike, which we went through the other day. My old Dedicia road frame, which I'm currently trying to sell. Finally, at the end of the row is my sister's road bike. It's a carbon ribble frame. It's got an old Durace crank set on. She doesn't really ride that too often at the minute. It's mainly just this track bike. And obviously her BMX bike, where she currently is this weekend. She's racing in Belgium at a BMX European race. And the final bike in this bike shed is the trusty Scott foil. Now you might be thinking, why is it not hung up like the other bikes? And the simple answer is because I use this bike every single day. So it's easier for me to just come in, put a bike at the side of the shed and then go out. The next day I come in, take the bike back out again. It kind of feels pointless having to hang it up and lift it down every day. And I mean, the space is there so it doesn't have to be hung up. So I just don't bother hanging it up. I think I'm going to end today's video here. But guys, if you enjoyed that little bike shed tour, then drop a like on this video, drop a thumbs up. That would be awesome. But that's going to be the end of today's video. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow.